Montgomery. Welcome to the podcast of Action Require Media. Today we will not be doing the biblical way, the one you guys know me for, but we have some pressing issues that we'll be discussing. So with me here today, I have a few of my panelists. We have some trending issues in Liberia that we definitely want to talk about. But let me go ahead and introduce from my immediate left, going on a round table conversation will be, I'll let my brother introduce himself.
I go by Joseph Brown.
My name is Sam Wise.
I'm Sam from
So these guys will be helping me with the conversation today. So ladies and gentlemen, please like and share the show. On YouTube, we are on Action Require Media. Go on YouTube, type Action Require Media, like and subscribe. And also on Facebook, please share the show. Share the show, send your comments. I will be reading your comments and we will be going from there. Excuse me. Welcome to the segment, guys. How are you guys doing? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday,
Happy Sunday, brother.
First of all, let me just say a big thank you to you guys for honoring the invitation and coming through. Usually y'all know me to be the Sunday pastor, to be talking on biblical issues, but today we are diverting. We are switching the conversation to a different realm. All right, there are few trending issues in Liberia, but first, I don't know how many of you saw the remark by our Liberian President Joseph Boakai. He was giving reference to diaspora Liberian coming to build your country. For me, as a host, I will wait and give the last comment on that. But let me hear from my brother Joe.
So
I know you heard that comment.
I heard a comment, but I think what would be fair here, right? Maybe some people haven't heard the comment.
Yeah.
So I think if we can find the comment right now and play it to the viewers, so at least they can hear the comments exactly what he said, then we can go in and chip in from there.
But based on what you've seen,
So for what I saw, to be honest with you, I think it is happening, and I think it was he shouldn't have said that. He should have had it back off his Liberian people.
Yeah.
For one fact is the way he said it, it was demeaning.
Yeah.
I wish later on during the show we're gonna play the comments so everybody can hear it. Before we can start making. And what surprised me was the fact that people were laughing. They were laughing. Okay, you have people coming to this country. Liberians are here working hard. We are not criminals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These guys work hard and send money back. Now it's another thing now. So I'm just giving a little bit. So maybe we'll touch back on what Liberians in the diaspora economically benefit Liberia. So we'll talk about that. I just want to, say I think, his statement was demeaning to Liberians outside, and as a president, he's supposed to stand for his people.
All right. Thank you once again, guys. Please, by the way, on Facebook, please share the show, share and like the show. I see you guys already up here, and on YouTube, we are Action Require Media. Type Action Require Media and subscribe so that you can always get our content. My brother Sam.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming, man.
Yeah, Jesse.
Talk to me.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
You did a good man.
I apologize to the viewer for my voice. I'm a little bit under the weather. Yeah, the topic on the discussion is interesting. Jesse, first of all, let me be clear. The president's statement was unfortunate. There are two things. You can say something at a particular moment, and that might not be the right situation to say what you say. And I think that the president was caught. He was out of script. He was being disingenuous to his own people. We'll go further to discuss this, but no Liberian politician benefited more than President Boakai from the diaspora Liberia over the last 10 years. He has benefited more.
In 13
So
months.
I think if you want to call your people to return home, there's a better way to do it. It's not to be cynical and use President Trump, latest deportation policy and try to make a caricature out of them.
Yeah.
yeah, it's unfortunate. I think by now the president, I think he rethink the entire comment, and I believe that he owed something to the diaspora, bro.
Yes, I agree. Let me get Brother Titus's opinion here. Titus, what do you think?
You see, this that president, the president comment was a disgrace and insult to we Liberians, right? And when I listen to his comment and then compare him to his neighboring countries, Guinea president went to the airport to welcome his people back,
Let's be audible real quick.
right? Guinea president, right, went to the airport to welcome his people, right? And Burkina Faso did the same thing. Senegal did the same thing. What our president did, but to tell us, y'all think y'all be in the diaspora there and think y'all got everything. I got one message for y'all, Donald Trump. Tell me which Liberian in Liberia, right, including the president, that get a decent home in that Liberia there, compared to we in the diaspora that build our homes. Let's talk about developing the country now.
Alright.
But then you look at us and then you tell us that kind of crap.
Thank you, Brother Titus. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this conversation is going to get even more interesting. Please share the show, drop your comments, and I will be reading your comments as we proceed. So, we're talking about what President Boakai said. Now, what did he say? I will paraphrase what he said, right? He said, you're in Liberia, you're in America. Now, I'm paraphrasing, I'm going to be quote unquote, right? You're in America, you will not come down to develop your country. But I got somebody for your but better yet, Donald Trump know what to do with you in that light, right? So one would think of what are you insinuating when you say you ain't coming down to come develop your country, but Donald Trump, and in the light where Donald Trump is deporting massively. So what are you saying? So if you don't come to develop your country, you could well be amongst those, you better well good to be deported. I mean, if you're reading between what the president, Boakai is saying, but who told him that Liberians aren't going to go develop their country?
Liberians are doing well.
Liberians are doing well. Within diaspora? Whether you sending money, look, I tell people, man, my little brother here and myself will always have this conversation. Liberians within the diaspora, be it America, Canada, you name it, right? We contribute at least, I'm not going to give a percentage here because I want to be right, but we contribute to the GDP and the economy of Liberia more than anything else, or more than even the Liberian economy. If without us,
we contribute
right?
greatly to the economy.
So it's almost 7% if it is 10%.
More than that.
I'm just talking even on the ratio of 10,
okay.
1 to 10. So if you say you can come down and can develop your country, then Pop, where you been? Where you been? Where was it, bro? What happened, bro, Joe?
I think to be honest with you, this is what I would say to him personally. I think he did his citizen disservice, and like I'll go Mr. Sam, what Mr. Sam said about that. He could have found a better way to welcome his people back home. Now, if you look at the remittance budget, that the money that we send into Liberia yearly from the diaspora, mainly from the United States.
But I know that English.
We contribute more to the economy.
Yeah.
So now, if you're telling us that, I think it's the fact that you're telling us that we're not being appreciated.
Yeah.
And I think it's a possibility he can retract this statement if he wants to. But I don't think he's gonna do it. But to be honest with you, maybe because he feels in leadership now, so it's okay to talk down on the people you want to talk down on to.
For me as a president, you can call your people to come back home.
Sure.
Especially, but based on what? What's the why? You should be able to give the why. Like, you shouldn't use another president's deportation policy.
Yeah.
To try to make a joke out of your citizens.
You can use
so what's the why? Liberians over there cannot even find jobs for themselves, and you're trying to tell people to go back. Okay, your government will not be like if you don't, Jesse, I'll tell you, if you don't do the muya thing, you go over there.
You know it.
Once you now support a surrogate of the president,
you don't fit.
you cannot get a job.
But
you can be as qualified as what? You can be experienced as what? You can have all of the credentials. So what are the atmosphere that have been created for people to go back?
But even, I don't know, Fanati Kofa said in 2023, right? This is what he claimed. He said the Liberian in the U.S. remitted, and that person made $800 million in 2023. So that's exceed the budget of Liberian.
The whole budget?
Yeah. But again, there was some disclaimer saying
even that figure is wrong. There is a figure that they're wrong, at least 500 million.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, there's a figure that's at least 500 million. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
If not for the diaspora Liberians, that country will be nowhere.
For sure.
Will be nowhere.
Check your send wave.
Sure.
Do you know how much you send back?
I just checked my send wave yesterday.
Just send wave.
Now, if I tell you right now, right? So I call Western Union. I say Western Union. Is it possible I can get a record of how much I have sent to Africa?
Don't send it to you.
They can send it to you, but you gotta pay for it.
Yeah.
You gotta pay
But
for
the
it.
send wave, I got a record.
But the send wave, I got a record.
Yeah.
When I saw my send wave,
And
I
sometimes I
like,
feel
I like,
disappointed myself.
are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
This is why I sent.
Yeah.
But again, you know.
But yeah, so guys, we are just trying to address what President Boakai said. For me, I think whenever there's an opportunity for him to speak to both Liberia within Liberia or within the diaspora, it's an opportunity to sell Liberia good. But for me, again, y'all can say what you want to say about me, right? I just like to hold president's feet to the fire. President Boakai, whenever he mounts the pulpit to say anything, if it is about diaspora Liberian, it has not been encouraging at all. Look, we're talking about calling your people back home. In 2 years ago, Ghana did something what they call the year of return. If you don't know about what Ghana did, the year of return.
No. Yeah.
But Jesse, we have to. I understand your point, but we have to be fair to the president here. That I said initially, that statement was out of script.
Yeah.
So I believe that the president said that thing without a lot of information.
That's true.
So,
What
but
information
you guys,
does the president need?
honestly,
You don't know?
the president has incorporated a lot of that for Liberians since he became president.
No, come on, man.
Every
I
guy
disagree
agree
with
To
you.
some extent, true.
No, I disagree.
Okay, hold on.
There was a latest diaspora conference sometime last year.
As a matter of fact,
there was
Why
a lot of
we're about to come back home when he called us to do the farewell party?
no. Besides,
No, as a matter of
Liberians,
fact,
even doing inauguration.
Sir,
Besides,
no,
Liberians
2
were
weeks ago
invited.
he had one. 2 weeks
No,
ago.
my man, do
Liberians were invited for all walk of life.
My man.
For different countries.
2 weeks
people
ago.
that been away
No,
for a while.
y'all do the thing. Joseph Boakai, even the inauguration, those were his supporters. So if those were his supporters, don't
There are
consider
people. There are people that did not support Joseph Boakai,
my man.
who've been going back and forth. Trying to see.
That
People
is-
have been exploring the entire country, trying to see what they can invest, trying to see what they can do. I think I agree with you guys. Statement was condescending, but we must be fair that he has done some things to incorporate
I
diaspora
agree.
Liberians.
I agree.
Such as what?
Look, guys. Look,
There are diaspora Liberians. His government. He's had conference, the diaspora conference.
Diaspora Liberian.
They support
Yeah,
his government. They support his campaign.
Yeah,
Okay, what,
I agree.
So
They
the
support
guys
his campaign.
diaspora Liberian in his government.
Yeah, there are people who went back to work.
What it costing the Liberian people to take somebody from in the diaspora to go
but-
work
but-
for the
but
government?
But if we're talking about contribution,
let me fair.
from what angle are we speaking? We're
But
talking about
let be
contribution.
fair, though. Let me fair. If you call me to contribute to your campaign, and I contribute to your campaign
owe me?
immensely, you owe me something.
I
Okay?
don't
We
think
see
Ja-
it. We see
No,
it.
no, no,
right
no,
here
no,
with
no,
Elon
no,
Musk.
no. I don't
No,
think
no,
Ja-
let be honest. Let be honest. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to sit here and then let's say for example, Joseph Boakai, looking for money, and I said, hey, Papi, I got $60,000 I can invest into your government, but this is what I find interest in. Okay, maybe public works, maybe Ministry of Education, something like that. Now, he's gonna be like, okay, my son, it's okay. Come in, bring the money. They run a campaign. After the campaign win election, I will find something for you.
You think that's the right way?
That's not the right way, but if you support my campaign, what you expect me to do? You get it's benefit now.
Yeah, but if I as an individual, if I support,
so you say
if I support a candidate and I want to contribute, meaning I want to support your idea, what you intend to do for the country, I want to support that idea. So if I want, let's say if I want to go to the Ministry of Education, I must have had that expertise in the education sector.
I agree.
And it's not because I want to get government job or want to get paid, bro. There's no government job that pay more than on the average that pay more than what we make here, bro. Let's be honest.
That's true.
Let me on salary wise, apart from the corruption, salary wise. There's no government job, bro. I think the minister over there make what, $5,000, or the deputy minister make $3,000-4,000, bro. So apart from corruption, you can work at more than make $6,000. It's just like if you want to wake up every morning. So we have to take that into perspective. So if you want to contribute to your country, it shouldn't be like a payback. It shouldn't be because you supported the campaign and now you want a job to take away from Liberian people.
Let it be
what you've given.
It's you trying to give
back.
Yeah.
Try to give back. If you have an expertise in finance, you can go to the financial sector and make a contribution.
But anyway,
let me just make the point clear, right? And this what I see. This is my frustration in the Liberian government. It happened during Joe time. Every government that comes, it happens during the government. And this is what I was saying. Now, if we look at the employment of Liberian, the people in Liberia, about 85 to 95% of the government employment come from the government, right? Now, our brothers and sisters and family are there, right? They're not being employed, but we in the diaspora take care of them. So there's no pressure on the government to provide jobs for these people, right? So now, let's say about maybe 60%, 75% of the population in Liberia are working, but it depends on the friends and family abroad to support them, right? Now, we work hard here. We send our money. That's why the remittance budget is so high. Now, you may not see that money physically at a certain point in time because it might be used for school fees, hospital bills, food, transportation, and here and there. But we do our part. Okay? Now, if you want to say, I think it should be a better appeal to the diaspora and Liberian. Because if we decide one day in the diaspora to say, hey, you know what? Let's organize ourselves. Let us not send money to Liberia for 1 or 2 months. Let's be honest.
But that's what we're about to do.
Before we
start that campaign,
before we go to the next segment, let me let's address maybe one of you can answer this listener or one of the viewers' question here. Hey, it says Ellen, how are you? By the way, thank you for your contribution. But she's asking a question, or better yet, she's contributing, right? She said, okay, contributions are being made. The question is, what is being done with their contributions to further encourage those who are heading back to Liberia, which will boost their energy to contribute, more. Personally, having been back home since 1996, most individuals who have been to and from Liberia always come back and say Liberia is worse than what it is, what it was, what is really going on in Liberia. I think that she's speaking of the country is retrogressing instead of. Yeah, but you're right.
I mean, whoever gave her that information, I would have to know from what angle they were speaking, whether it's based on it's social, political.
Generally,
I just have to know. But you can't say generally country have been retrogressing.
Generally,
no.
What kind of
there have been progress.
What is it that encouraging us?
Listen, there have been progress.
When we go to Liberia, you get to your country, you feel discouraged. And we got lawmakers we got countries that are making budget, giving the people money to do things, but it's just a simple pop holes, they can't even do it.
All right.
But
most women can't even keep pregnancy in Liberia because the pop holes, they get miscarriages.
All right, good. I like this. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, guys, please share the show. Hold on.
The government. Because all the women are getting miscarriages because of the pop holes and bouncing and things.
Yeah. But guys, please share the show. I see you all watching. I want to see you all. Thank you, brother Christian, brother Watson, and all of you guys are watching. Sis Helen, I'm definitely going to bring you on. We will talk behind the scene, right? I like your contributions, what you're saying and what you're doing. Well, guys, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, we want the best for Liberia at the end of the day. Whether Boakai comes up and say this and this, my thing is, let it not deter you from going back to do what you personally want to do for your country. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You feel me? Yeah.
But my brother,
yeah, go ahead.
we all want the best for the country.
Right.
do you know that we can even do the best for our country if our government can even give us a pathway? Tell me. Yeah. I was in Liberia for 2 months, right? Or Liberians sent.
You have fun, right?
Send no, forget about that. I'm going to have fun. But a Liberian sent his container. Or Liberian sent container, right? With stuff in it. They overcharged the Liberian. And I was at the free port. A Lebanese man brought stuff. He had a duty free. Why would it be like that?
So that leads us into our next segment.
But
So
the country, the government just make the thing harder for.
No. I don't think the government make it harder for people. This is what I was saying to this effect, right? Liberian problem. Our problem is not the people in the diaspora. It's not the Liberian government. This is what I was saying to us. It's the people in Liberia that create the problem. Because you know why? They're not putting pressure on the government to provide stuff for them, right? I'm just saying this. But if you just sit there, because
what kind of pressure?
What I'm saying is, right?
How many times?
That's what I'm saying, right? No, but this is what I'm saying. You can have a protest, right? They can have a protest, but they're not consistent. The reason why I say this, right? They can come tomorrow and call Sim. It's some more. My man, he eating you, my man. You know, your man. You know what I'm saying? Like a boss. But you're saving $50. Now, he cooking, he eating, he chilling. Now, the other people are not doing the same thing, right? But what I'm saying here is they will make noise one time. The consistency is not there. But my thing is, I would say this: our problem is bigger than what we think it is.
The lawmakers.
I think it's more about the people they just want peace at this point. The people, Liberians have done everything. They've tried everybody. They've even tried the people. They've tried a man who said he had the country at heart. It didn't work. They tried the Harvard train who came and said Charles Taylor was doing the worst. She did not do anything. Now they tried the old man who have had 40 years experience. 1 year passed on.
My man, 40 years experience, we can't see the experience.
So that's what I'm saying.
Come on,
So Liberians have tried it.
You all need to start saying from experience.
No, listen.
What the man doing ain't show no
Are you getting my point? I'm saying
I get your point.
Liberians have tried everybody. So at this point, they just want to get on with it.
But this is what I was saying, though. I think, to be honest with you, I'm not going to put it on illiteracy. I'm not going to put it on this.
No, don't go there. Let's close this segment on what the president said. And then, because you guys are going into my next topic here.
Yeah.
On the closing part, I think the president, like he just said, he didn't do it justice. I don't want to categorize that as misspoke because he understands it. Because he was here during the campaign time. He was here in this country. Yeah. And people in the diaspora, supporting him. So he knows what it is. But my thing is, a group of Liberians sit right back there after the comment. He made that comment and they were laughing. Yeah. It was just hurtful.
And some of the people that were laughing at people that be calling us to send them money. But let me say this, right?
We're closing on this president's comment.
The president, Mr. Boakai, you need to apologize to the Liberian people. I don't know, I don't even want to say it on this platform, but if you continue with this behavior, there will be an uprising.
My man, the old people can't.
I mean, that's just the final. You can't keep this. My man.
For me, I'm not calling on him to apologize. I'm saying,
why?
Like I said,
why he can't apologize?
Like I said, if you write that same thing on paper, President Boakai will not read it.
You will not.
It was out of script, and
my man, you see, you're trying to be politically correct here.
I think I think we are all dissatisfied with the comment. We are not happy with the comment. By the end of the day, I think President Boakai need to rethink and understand that the same Liberian people have supported in the past.
My man, the man need to apologize to us.
Regardless of what kind of jobs they do here, they've contributed to him more than any other.
The man need to apologize to us.
So he needs to rethink that, and we can move forward.
All right.
The desperate Liberians will never stop contributing to the country. They will always be having that willingness to contribute.
The man need to apologize to us. You need to apologize to us.
So that's your point. Your point, you want him to apologize.
You need to apologize to us, and my man, in 13 months, that man that still more than all the government in Liberia history.
We'll get there.
What you mean? We got facts. So we can say that. Which government ever bought?
That statement is blanket. You can just make.
Hold on.
You need that thing.
Hold on. We'll get there.
We got evidence.
Tell us. Hold on.
If you get brace up on and see how
we got evidence.
Yo, hold on now.
This is why I can be on water spoon, because water spoon single-handedly gave Boakai to the Liberian people that he was injured.
Tyler, let's get control of the show here. Guys, yeah, please share the show. Go on YouTube. I see you on YouTube. People are commenting there. Please, if you also want to be a guest on the show, on the Action Required Media show, go in our comment section, drop us a comment, and you will come on and we'll bring you on. So Sis Ellen will be our next guest soon. So we've spoken on this Boakai issue. President let me call him President Boakai. President. At the end of the day,
Boakai?
Yeah, I think what Sam is saying, he is making a lot of excuses for the president.
Yeah.
But in my opinion,
but it ain't gonna work.
In my opinion,
they may attack us personally.
Hold on.
Jesse, we gotta be objective.
Hold on, we are.
Yeah.
How many times?
How many times? That is just, it's personal with the president.
Oh yeah, it's personal.
I don't know where that comes from.
You attack me. What are you talking about?
But let me say this, right? Let me say this. For a man who has been in politics for close to 50 years.
50 years with no evidence.
No. I
come in titles. You can't show me nothing.
I come in titles. When you and myself go apply for a job here, the people look at you, they will hire you based on experience.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And sometimes based on references.
Yeah, but guess what? Any can call your references.
Your references for yeah.
Who called Joseph Boakai? Joseph everywhere beside Ellen. No, let me tell you something. Beside he working for Ellen for the 12 years, everywhere Boakai ever worked, they fire him for corruption.
No,
Tato, you can't say that. Trouble fire the man.
No, Tato.
Go fire the man.
Tato, you can't say that.
Fire the man. What are you talking about?
You can't say that, Tato.
Oh, everywhere the man work, they fire him for corruption.
President Boakai no fire for corruption.
All right.
Oh,
okay.
You want me?
The records are there.
Where he work?
Let's be honest.
On October, the man was working to MPA.
The records are there.
President Boakai is
On October, he was working to MPA.
President Boakai is one of the cleanest politicians in
Are you kidding me?
The records are there.
But,
you
don't know that President Boakai was warlord too?
Well, hold on.
No,
I don't have time to that, so I can't speak to that.
Come on, man. Just come back to it.
Let's come back.
All right, let's come back.
That's your president.
Let's come back.
He's our president.
Who you and who?
Yeah, I support every president.
Attack me, then you say he my
president. I support every president. I've supported Ellen, Johnson Sirleaf. I've supported George Weah. As long as you are the president of Liberia, I give you my support.
Since you say the records are there, right? I want you to go back and Google it.
All right, we'll get to that. Let's get to that next segment. Let me some progress here, man.
All right.
Let me some progress here.
He just completed 12 years as vice president.
What did I say? I said besides Ellen, where else? He worked for Doe, he worked for Emerson, he worked for Togo.
But these people they work at the will and pleasure of the president.
Guys,
so it doesn't mean when the president fire you, meaning it was because of corruption.
Let's get to our next segment here.
And you see it.
Once again, guys, come on, man. Yeah, We'll get to the crossfire fight. Not now. We'll get to crossfire. But again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you for watching and sharing the show. I see you guys are also commenting. Yeah. Thank you all. But that leads me to my next question here, right? Or our next topic. Look, guys, man. Since, let's say, post-war, right? Looking back, more Liberians that are in the diaspora that have gone back to work within, whether be it the private sector or the government, right? Mm-hmm. We still don't see progress. Now, we are not talking about just the Liberians that are on ground, but you and myself left from here, we say we're going to go better, but we still don't see progress. So my question is, what is Liberia's problem, right? Is it corruption, or is it what's the word? Help me here. Incompetence. Is it corruption or incompetence?
So for one fact, I just want to clarify thing, right? If you say progress, what term you relating to? Education, infrastructure, at least it shouldn't be broad. Let's find something specific to talk about. So let's say infrastructure and roads, electricity, education. Then yes, we have something to talk about. But there have been some progress made.
Okay. The food basic necessity I'm not going to say in life here, but let's in Liberia, for example, right?
But that's why you want to bring it down to.
That's why I want to bring it down.
Yeah, but then I'm just saying let's be specific.
Right? But we are getting to the specifics, right? Because we have had professionals within this area. That's why I said it that way. But we've had, look, you're talking about education, healthcare, developments, right? And I name education, right?
Yeah.
But either way you want to put it, even with the expertise that I've left from here to go back and go give, in one way or the other, these people either get corrupt or you don't see anything. So is it incompetence, or it's just that this country is so corrupt and nothing good? Let me hear from Sam first, and I'll come to you, and I'll go to Titus.
Yeah, Jersey. Let me tell you something. Liberia's problem is not incompetence. I went to school in Liberia, and I've sat in class with somebody. Liberia has some of the smartest people on this planet, both in Liberia and away from Liberia. And the records are there. Liberians have made strides out of the country. They've made strides in the country. I think the whole thing is about corruption, and corruption is not about the people. Corruption is a system problem. I was having that conversation with somebody. Listen, I've had people of complete good reputation who've left from here, or Canada or Australia, they went back home to work. And we've had conversation, and they promised that they were not going to follow the bandwagon, being corrupt and stuff like that. But my brother, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot to take that virus, that corruption virus, to take it from in the system. It's a system problem. You can go there and say you want to do the right thing, but the system cannot allow you to do the right thing.
Yeah.
I find it hard to find an example or to find a solution to Liberia's problem. You can go somewhere and be the managing director and put the things into place and say, if anybody comes here and they want a piece of document, let it go through the right procedure.
Yeah.
But the system has been set up in a way that
to corrupt you.
The system has been set up in a way that the people will not go through that right procedure. There are people who will be standing at the door waiting to collect nickel or dime to facilitate that process.
Yeah.
And based on that facilitation is where corruption come about.
Yeah.
Mind you are at the back of the line and you just use money to come in front of, in front of the queue.
Yeah.
So it's a system problem. It's going to take a lot. And that's where I know we're going to bring Joseph Boakai into this. That's where I thought Joseph Boakai was going to make a better president.
Yeah.
That's where I thought the spirits were going to come in. But it seems to be that the first 1 year was not encouraging. Every other thing that they spoke about, we're still saying the same thing.
All right, let me go to the Brother Joe.
I would say this.
Let's use at least minutes and some change.
Yeah. So Liberia problems when it comes to corruption and stuff. I'm not saying
incompetence or corruption.
Incompetent corruption. I would say none of these. Okay. So my thing here is Liberia. The government knows where the problem is coming from. They're not fixing it. No check and balances. No penalty for those that create those crimes. If you corrupt, if you steal money from the agency and all stuff like that, the government promotes you to another one. They don't penalize those guys. They don't have them, pay back the money. Now, if there's no check and balances, because let's say for example, Tyler is my man. Okay? I said Tyler is my man, you go work the Ministry of Education and then the system is corrupt there. But I can't penalize Tyler because he's my guy, right? But now there's no check and balances. My thing is, I would say it's not corruption, it's not incompetent. I think the problem here is if we have system in place, right? System in place that will hold these guys accountable.
There is a system, but the system has been corrupted.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand it? There's a system.
But it's a corrupt system.
I understand it, but I don't understand it. But who enforcing the system? And this is what I would say, right? If, let's for example, if you want to be a senator, let's say, representative for your district, right? You don't have to have impact on everybody as a senator in a county, right?
So representative.
Now, you start from small. If I start my district, and my district have maybe 2,000 people, right? I start setting rules and regulations there, right? Moving on.
You
Like,
have to-
you can't steal here, right? With no rule for stealing. Somebody steal, we penalize you. You can't do this. Now, we start small, and then if I have a system in place in my district that is working, then now I move up from district now to be a representative. From representative, I move up to be what? A senator, right? For that county. Now, what I implemented down, as a district, as a representative now, I push it up towards the Senate.
All right.
Okay?
True,
But
true.
I'm just saying, if the system is there, we gotta make it work.
True.
Yes.
Let me come in. Before Tato's coming, I get your point. We have, in Liberia, have the culture of impunity.
Yes.
So, every individual supports their own role. So, you dress your own, everybody dress their own devil.
Yeah.
Like, for example, my brother Tato say, I've been knowing for the past years, I've not heard him one day criticize anything that George Weah did. With all the corruption that was in Liberia for the past 6 years,
Yeah.
I did not hear Tato. But Tato is so loud over the past 1 year. So you see, you see
Take
where
this side, dress
the
your own devil.
unbalance is. That's how it's like. In Liberia, the culture of impunity. If you my brother, you do the wrong thing, I will support you and make sure that you don't go to court, make sure that you don't get punished. But if it's somebody else, I will be loud about it. I want you to get punished. I want you to go to court. So at the end of the day, who suffer? The common people. The ordinary people. They are the one that become the victim of everything.
I just want to touch by what Sam's saying, right? Now, those people who don't understand, right? Those are the educated people, smart people who have control over the little people, right? But this is what I would say. If our little people, right, know their function and know the function of their representatives and the benefit should be getting from the government, they should be able to say, look, we need a county meeting. We need to have a district meeting. We need to have this.
They do
What
that.
doing, it's not wrong. But they're not doing it.
No, they do that.
That time
I mean,
house.
These district have meetings, but my brother, at the end of the day, let people come and make promises. Empty promises.
Listen.
At the end of the day, they do nothing, bro.
By the way, let's get to Tatos.
Yeah.
Tatos.
Okay, let me say this, right?
And again, guys, thank you for staying tuned.
Brother
Action
Sam,
Required Media.
right? George, we are government. Let me address that first. Everything that was done the wrong way, I spoke about it.
You're not on record.
Oh, okay. I'm not on record to you because
Now you're on record.
you and myself didn't discuss it.
I
But
mean, he appeared on my show one
then,
time.
but when we talk about like when he wasn't replacing people that were incompetent,
Yeah.
I spoke about it,
That's
right?
it.
But I'll ask you this: you talking about me? Didn't say nothing about George Weah government and only 1 year of Joseph Boakai. Name me one George Weah cabinet member that bought a $75,000 car.
Bro,
What the guy named? She just did it.
you really want to go that route?
Oh yeah, we can go that route.
So-
because I mean, my dad did the thing. What's his name? Mo
Hold
Ali
on.
just bought. He said a $70,000.
So that's where-
And then what's the lady name from NAFTA? She just did the same thing. So tell me, why is it that Joe Boakai?
The George Weah administration,
No.
the George Weah administration had not made 6 million power.
Hey,
Maggie
hey,
had already purchased
hey,
a $150,000
man,
house.
listen.
Jefferson Koji had already bought a house. What are you talking about?
What you mean, Jefferson
You
Koji
think-
already
you
bought
think-
a house?
I tell you, the government had not remained 6 months. These guys are already floating.
Okay.
Lost their life.
Okay, I agree.
But my
Right.
question.
So why is it that Joe Boakai look at 450 government officials and suspend them, even the one in the diaspora recall?
Because they did not do the right thing.
Eh?
They did not do the right thing.
And chiefs are not elected positions, though.
I agree,
You know,
but everybody
look,
must declare the assets.
Look, gentlemen, I will
should.
say 3 things, right?
If that's a requirement
No,
to be his
yeah.
government,
No,
you should.
I will say 3 things.
And I support that step the president took.
But
Sam, let me learn. I'll say 3 things, right? Labra. This is 2025. How will the country in the world with the youngest population, you in an AI world and you go post somebody that don't even know how to use the typewriter good. And we're talking about AI. That's the first mistake Labrador made. Secondly, Labrador, I think the Constitution needs to be rewritten because the Constitution that was written it's not carrying us nowhere. It need to be rewritten. And then if I can suggest, we need to change the country name.
All right.
That name Liberia
Let's
is
go.
that
Let's
name
go. Let's go.
Liberia
Let's go.
is corruption.
No, but before you move on, right? So the question I have for both of you, right? You guys keep saying the same thing. So if these guys are keep stealing the money, right? I would say steal. I know you know what embezzle, right? So what time? When will it be the Liberian people will have these guys penalized for what they did? Because it keep if from one government to another government. Now we need action.
When the constitution being changed,
it's not a constitution that gives somebody.
My man, come on now, look at.
So what's in the constitution that says you go corrupt people?
The constitution not right. Look at the Supreme Court came out and made a statement.
Joseph, I have
But
a
the
question. Let me
executive is overpowering everything.
No, it's not about executive legislature yet. The question Joseph asked is very significant. What can the Liberian people do?
What can we do? Because it's rampant. It's from government to government. So what can we do to stop
So
this?
normally in democracy, when people feel marginalized, when people get disenchanted, what do?
I mean,
What do? They rise up, right?
Yeah, they rise up.
But what happens in Liberia is when people try to rise up, they say,
Silence them.
the people say, we tired. We want some more war. We want y'all don't bring war here again. You're blocking the street. The people they burning tires. So at the end of the day,
Fear.
the fear. The people don't want it. Liberians are tired. So at the end of the day, the common people, like I said, they are the victims of all of this.
But
all
that's
of
what
this.
brother saying.
So
They are the one feeding all the
what's the way forward?
circumstances.
No.
Hold on.
Brother said.
what would be a suggestion?
Yeah,
Brother
that's
said-
what
I
I'm
can't
saying.
tell us. He didn't give a suggestion.
Yeah,
He was really explaining.
Yeah.
But let me say this, right? Liberia problem right now is not even the Liberians in Liberia or the nation. Liberia problem right now is we in the diaspora. I will be clear with you.
How?
That's another thing you said.
The economic of Liberia depends on us.
Partially.
We can change it, but stop funding Liberia. I know it will hurt our family and people back home, but hey, you gotta do tough love, man. That country is the oldest country on the continent of Africa. Right? Those people, that country didn't go through nothing like other countries did. South Africa, you look like you. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
That country been free 100 years after America. And you telling me?
So what's the solution?
That's what I'm saying. The problem of Liberia is we in the diaspora.
No.
Corruption. Yeah,
How can we stop the corruption?
I said we in the diaspora. When we decide holding our pocket in America, in the diaspora, they will come to themselves. They will come to themselves.
You talk about solution, right?
Yeah.
Make that last point.
Yeah, let me make that point. You talk about solution.
Yeah.
Liberia needs a more radical approach that cannot be discussed on podcasts. Countries like Burkina Faso are being liberated right now. I hope you understand.
I understand what you said.
I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Hold on. But why not discuss the radical approach? Because hold on. Say.
No, but I want.
You wanted to charge me with tracing tomorrow.
I understand what you said.
You don't want to charge me with, but let me
Hold
tell
on,
you.
let him.
Yeah.
You get.
We need a more
30
radical
seconds.
approach
Yeah, go ahead.
because the whole political landscape in Liberia is like a clique. We've tried everybody. We've tried, like I said earlier, we've tried the Harvard train. We've tried the man who has a country at heart. We've tried the man with 40 years experience. At the end of the day, you see the same people being recycled.
Yeah.
Men like Eugene Nabwe work in the last, maybe the last 10 governments or I don't know. He been working for the last 20 years in government. So these same people, Eugene Nabwe been in government since the early 2000s. And he just left government. So I'm saying these same people are being recycled. So it's like a clique.
Yeah.
I tell you, tomorrow, if we elect Edizana Cummings, he will bring some new people, but some of the old people will still resurface. So at the end of the day, Liberia needs that needs to be a new dispensation.
Yeah,
that needs to be a radical approach.
No problem, man. We'll bring our country again.
But this is what I was saying. Sam,
Kabbalistic.
Sam, I understand what you said, right? You don't want to come up with that kind of idea right now.
Yeah, but I tell you, I'll give you an example of countries that have been liberated.
But this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying that you fed, right? Now, I was saying.
Burkina Faso is doing good.
Very well. Guinea is doing very well.
All of them.
Guinea is doing very well.
Guys, Democratic from a government is not working for Africa.
No, it don't work.
It's not working for Liberia. I think we should go back to chieftaincy king and queen. I'm not king and queen, but chieftains and titles. If we have
My
chief,
man,
I'm coming. Let's be honest. But
call it a spade as a spade. We need dictator.
No. I'm just saying this.
My man, we need dictator. Every money that go to every ministry,
let's go back here.
That's what I'm going to say. It's not working for us. It's not our thing. But if we have chiefs, right, and we have somebody, you got a lawyer, right? The lawyer can open the books and do everything there, but you know you're wrong though. But if I go to the bush, go to the zoo bush, or get somebody, medicine man, catch an my man, swear about that you're laughing on.
My papa
Thank you.
What you do?
Guys,
but
let's make some progress.
They're working on how he pulls all of this.
Let's make some progress here.
It's not working for us.
It's not working for us. It's not working.
Yeah, it's not working.
No, democracy is not
Mr. Producer?
It's not for Africa.
Let's make some progress here, guys. I want you to read two or three of our comments. Let's see what.
We have to interesting comments. Yeah, just go ahead.
Let me. I gotta look. You keep talking.
I can go ahead and read some comments.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I think I saw something for him.
We want to say thank you to Ellie Johnson. She's doing well.
Who's that?
Who
you ready for?
Ellen Johnson. Yeah, she got some very interesting comments here.
Yeah, I saw.
One of her comments is she said the Constitution may not be the problem, nor the name of the country. I think she was referring to what Tato said. Liberia needs a strong leadership play. So strong leadership, that's something we're talking. Or more radical approach.
Okay.
And then we have a comment from here, Blambo. Okay, Foke was trying. He complimented Jose. He said, Jose, you're right. We don't have a system. It was about a system thing. And I said, I believe that we have a system, but the system, there's a problem with the system.
We have a system. It's
And
not
corruption,
a system,
corruption has affected the system. So we have to get that corruption out of the system. We get some of the best laws on the book.
Over 9 decades.
But my thing is, right? The one thing is, there's no penalty for the guys. They can steal and get
No,
promoted.
the penalty is there, but it's not being implemented.
But it's not penalty.
Yeah,
but the thing, right? I think
You know how many corruption institutions get? We get GSC, we get LACC, we get Governor Commission. All the people are put in place. All the institutions are put in place for good government.
You open a position for traditional chief. Put a medicine man in the government. Then last week I go swear. If you corrupt, we take it there to go to traditional chief. Swear that's
a whoop.
But you can't.
What are you talking about?
You can't do that in abroad because the people believe in the white boy.
Hold on.
All right, guys.
So traditional chiefs are leaders too, right?
Joe,
they're not leaders.
They can't do that in abroad because
let's proceed.
Joseph want us to return to our roots.
Let's proceed. I want you all to please type in the comment section. The question was, what's Liberia's problem? Is it corruption or incompetence? Please type what your opinion, what you think. For me personally, I think Liberia. I'm coming, my brother.
Let Joseph go ahead.
I think Liberia's problem is corruption. That's my stand. That's my position. Now, I don't have the time to break it down, but we've all said almost the same thing that draw us back to the corrupt nature of Liberia. Now, when we want to talk about corruption, we want to talk about incompetence. What's incompetence? What's corruption, right? Then we got to address it. You as a good man, Titus, like I know you to be a very decent man. I'm venturing to be a good man in my society, for which all of you guys came together and say, we think they man can be a pastor, right? And I am. If I go to Liberia, with the nature of what's going on in Liberia, the corrupt nature, I think I'm very competent enough. Now, if I'm an architect as an engineer, right? If I get into an industry in Liberia or bid for a contract, right? But the nature around the contract, just getting that contract alone, cause for me to be corrupt. As a competent man, I want that contract. Means I will have to do the biddings of the corrupt nature. What happens is you struck a point. Look, I'll give you an example. I know of a man, I'm not going to call his name, an engineer who went to Liberia, bid for a contract.
Yes.
And there's a man who has 45 years of experience. We're talking about the Raleigh Sharon Road.
Civil engineer.
Civil engineer. This man went to Liberia and begged for a contract. But you know what? On the website, it said he needed to be there at 10 o'clock. He got an appointment to be there at 10 o'clock. He was there at 9. He sat down. The office girl said, oh, you won't come see me, eh? So the man said, well, I came on at 9 o'clock. But he did not understand the language of you won't come see me.
He going to get that contract.
That's the system.
You won't come see me means...
It's a system problem.
I'm coming now. You won't come see me means... Oh, somebody else came, met this individual who was there at 9. The individual went and saw this office girl.
Yeah.
Wherever he gave to her,
Yeah.
she was able to go and see the minister.
Exactly.
And then the person that I know stood up and said, I've been here at 9 o'clock. It's 10:45. Why this man must come? Then the girl said again, oh, you want to see me?
Yeah, be there.
Can we say
As
that
a
here?
competent but an upright man as he is, he left. He left the country with all of his skills, with all of what he had to give back to Liberia. He came back in this country. I'm coming. As a guy who, and I was encouraging him, I said, go back and do what you have to do for your country. So is it incompetence or corruption?
My man, the thing is the system, right?
Name the system. It's a corrupt system that if you as a good man, if care is not taken, as a good man, I think we would like to think that we are all good here. But you see, sometimes your values, who you are as a good man define who you are, right? But some people fall into the corrupt nature because of petty cheese and peanuts.
Can I say something real quick? The one reason I would say it's not corruption, it's incompetence, because we already know the problem. So we know the problem and we know the solution, but we're not implementing it. So it's not corruption, it's not incompetence. It's the fact that we're not implementing what we're supposed to be implementing.
Not corruption.
And it's not corruption.
Why aren't you putting them in jail when he caused problems?
Why is it going to be corruption when you already know?
No,
you got corruption task force, right? You understand there's corruption in the system, right? You got laws to fight corruption, right? Everything is there. You telling me it's corruption, it's incompetent, it's not. I would say personally, I'm just saying. Don't get me wrong. You got laws to fight it. You got.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this, right?
You got fun. Current finance minister, Honor Ellen, he invested some money. What did she do?
Logically, right? You can't have. Joe, we have Garment King. They said the same thing. They're going to fight against corruption. They're going to do this. They're going to do this. Joseph Boakai said the same thing. Ellen said the same thing. Now,
everything's zero.
They understand the problem. They know the problem. But you know what? They're not fixing the problem. It's not incompetence. It's not corruption. I would just say this. We have to. I would just say.
So you have to pick a side.
I can't pick no side because what I was saying that it's not. I won't say it's corrupt.
It's corrupt.
It's corrupt, Joe.
Well, that's your.
Joe.
Okay.
The way I understand it.
Hey, Sam, let me catch Joe right here.
Let me give you a scenario.
Let me catch him right here. When you went to Liberia,
Yeah.
to go open your gas station,
Yeah.
you went to LPRC, right?
Yeah.
Somebody carry you through, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what you consider that? Because
Not
you just stand through the line.
It wasn't a line. But you see the problem here. I don't want to call names, but
no, we're not calling
it was
names.
an appointment I had.
Okay,
I had an appointment.
Yeah, but
and I had to go for the appointment.
When you get to the place, what was the policy?
What
no gene traffic can get there, right?
Look, man. Let
me give you a scenario.
We're talking about the system now.
But I understand.
That
But
the
I wasn't
system
told.
is corrupt.
I wasn't told.
Let me give you a scenario.
I didn't get the information about dress code coming in there. And especially seeing a high. You know what I'm saying? Seeing the big man for that place. I mean, come on now, let's be honest.
Joseph.
I'll just say this.
Joseph,
it's not corruption, it's not incompetent. Because we know the problems, we know it.
I'll give you an example.
I won't say it's corruption.
So what will we say? Labrador don't need development now.
They do development.
No, we need mental development.
Let me hear from Sam.
I'll give you an example, Joseph. If you can respond, just respond.
Sure.
If your driver license expires, if you go to the driver license office to get the driver license, right? Mm-hmm. If you go there, you will stay on the line, you wait for your time.
Yeah.
And if you pay your money and they tell you to mail that driver license to you in 5 to 7 business days, you're going to go to your house and wait for that driver license, right?
Sure.
And you know you're going to get it within that day, right?
Sure.
Go to Liberia.
You can get
Go
it.
get a piece of paper. Go there and get your driver license and say you want to follow the process. Agree. You come from America, you systematic. You want to follow the process. You go there, pay for your driver license. Go sit to your home and wait for that driver license. You'll get it. You'll get it. But I tell you now, but because you want it, you have to do what
you have to do.
But you guys still not getting my point.
You can't do nothing about
And
it.
that's what I was talking about. Who are you as an
But you guys
individual?
not understanding it though. The reason, let's look at the logic in it, right?
What's
Okay,
the logic?
We say the system are being infected and there's some serious corruption.
The system
They
got
recognize it,
power.
right?
in the system.
They recognize it.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. The government recognize it, right?
Everybody recognize it.
Okay, so if they recognize it and they got a law to fight it, right?
Yeah.
If they're not using the law, does that
Ellen Johnson, I
But
want you
tell
to
you,
make a comment on
The
this.
Lord has been used, it's been used selectively. You get my point? The Lord has been used selectively.
So
Certain
in,
people are punished for corruption, certain people are not.
So in this life, right? If these guys can face it, the lawmaker cannot face it. They cannot enforce the law.
Nobody
No,
has to see that in
the
fixing
citizen
it.
can fix it.
What is citizen? What you wanted to do?
What are you talking about?
How can they fix it?
Yeah, you
Okay,
tell
that's the
them.
thing. Okay, now we got elections, right? We got elections.
That is
Yeah, but the
that is
Belgian
politician,
people.
that is
I'm
same
coming
people.
out.
But I'm only saying the bad
I'm
teaching
telling you,
people.
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, if we had, okay, let's say for example, let's say I live in the Bannerfield Belt, right? I don't know what district is that, right? Let's
13, 11, something.
District 11,
Yeah.
District 11, right? And let's say we all have bright ideas here and we live in our district. And let's say our district representative is Tatters, right? Now, based on the ideas we have here right now, you think we won't hold Tatters accountable for everything? Because Tatters would know, I would know personally that Tatters are receiving money from the government for district development.
Yeah, you hold you accountable. What you gonna do?
So, well, we go to the man and we're accountable.
Yeah.
If not, so this time we follow the law.
Yeah, the men are
If
law
we
because
get-
the bigger says yeah job. What you gonna
What I'm
do?
saying, we can still put a man down. There's a
Bring down
there's a law.
the only thing is not to
You
elect
can-
the next
You can
election.
take them from office.
No, you can't.
You can take them from the
It's
job.
hard.
It says
Oh,
here.
hold on.
No, you
No,
can
no,
impeach
no, no.
it, but it's so hard
You
to
can-
do.
Which man
Don't
is
say
You
it.
gotta make got the money and the power, so it's hard to do.
Let's
man
do
will
it.
impeach?
I hope
The
it,
lawmaker.
let impeach the man.
I don't want impeach the man when they
We can
He
skip
has-
before your examine, bro.
He has the money and the power.
We can skip before
He
your
has the
examine.
influence.
Joe,
Wait a minute. You see,
Joe,
that's
Joe, let me make a point.
Just stop it.
You're making a very good point.
What you saying is why on the book, but it doesn't
They didn't
work.
follow the
that
book.
either.
So then we don't need democratic from a government. Let go
Joe,
with our chieftaincy there.
Joe,
Like
you
I
see-
said, we need a more radical approach.
you see when it comes to
We have one doing charge of the time. What?
when it comes to impeachment,
It wasn't effective.
let's go back to my next segment. Mr. Producer.
It did.
Thank
it
you.
did work.
All right, guys. Hey, I want to thank you all, man. Please read me Titus Cooper's comment, please. Titus Cooper.
That is good.
The president?
Mr. Prezzo, what's up?
Oh, the
I
president
don't
is
see it,
watching
though.
live.
Yeah.
You see it coming?
Let me see.
I don't see it. I only see Helen
Let me
Johnson.
read Titus
Okay,
Cooper.
Titus Cooper, the president said, I actually feel our issue in Liberia is cultural. 90% of the wealthier people in Liberia are still ill-gotten wealth through corrupt acts.
Yep.
This have made everyone think it's okay to cheat and steal. That's where we, acceptability problem. The people have, I agree with what he's saying. The people have, the people have accepted that, that's one of the easiest way to make wealth. You go.
Let me read Ellen's comment here. She said, Titus, hold on.
You're making a pretty good point.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
you learn that? You
No,
done that?
I'll just say, go ahead. I'll let
You,
go.
but
We'll come back to that.
Ellen said here, she said, okay, Leo Montgomery, I have concluded it is both corruption and incompetent situation going on with Liberian leadership. A lot of leaders.
I would take that too.
I would take that
I would
because
take that big time.
because it's so much two-way. It's now you expect the people who are so competent to follow the law and do the right thing, but then are you telling me they're incompetent Liberians in
A lot of competent.
There are a lot of
Liberians.
competence,
A
but then
lot.
why is corruption?
Okay, let me say this to you, right? Let me say this to you. Now, this might shock people, right? What sometimes in African setting, why people, involved in corruption. Now, let's say Titus here from the family is elected to the House of Representatives, right? Now, House of Representatives, he represents his district, right? Now, what's going to happen? All the family members that never seen in his life before,
You'll be coming to here.
They come to the house for school fees
Yeah, but
and
that's
food.
some of-
I come in.
that's some of the things we need to get rid of.
But that's increased corruption.
You don't even need to be a representative. You just get rid of market. Your man gonna bring everybody from the village.
So now tell me now.
Like the
Tell
The
me.
people are making you the
Liberians are pretty calm, soft people. I can sit here today and be tough, right? But if I go to that door, you have people come and say, "Oh, I'm your cousin, I'm your niece, I'm this, that. Can you pay my school fee?" Come on now, you gonna pay school fee, bro?
No, but
you gonna make it.
No, but brother Joe.
And that's what.
Brother Joe. Not to cut you up, that is totally different from what the people doing.
I'm just saying that
you pay your people
who's out there. That
school
person
fees. That's your
loud.
income. That's your income. We're talking about what not working for the country. What is not working for the country. Look, G, I can't lie to you, man. Right now,
too loud,
we don't need democracy.
We don't need it.
We need a dictator.
So
you know.
But so if you have a dictator, it's not still going to be a democratic form of government.
Yes, because
But you stay for the people to office.
You know what? I like.
So why
dictator.
not just do chieftaincy?
You know why I like dictator? Because dictator got a plan, and they got numbers they're working with. At this certain time, I should accomplish this. We saw this thing with. Look, man, every developed African country that what they went through.
All right, let's get to our next point, guys. By the way, I want to say thank you all. Your comments, your comments are making some waves here. Let me see. I know. So guys, let me say, especially to my brother Titus and Blamo.
I still feel we should change the constitution. Though.
If you guys want to be a part of the show,
we can say you're invited.
Please let me know.
No, that's a serious campaign.
All right, Titus.
Yeah, we can bring that on, right?
Yeah, we can bring it on.
Yeah.
Brother
I
Christian.
come on.
Guys,
You bring them
hold
on
on
for
now. Hold on. So, Brother Christian is making of good points. A lack of good foundation system. So, guys, the next point, our next topic here is going to be the second to the last topic, and then we'll close the show for today. But the next topic is so dear to my heart because when I saw it first, from the minister of, not the director of LBS in Eugene Fagon, when he first came up with that story, I made a follow up on that story as well. I called one of the Spoon guys that I personally know, one of the Spoon reporters that I personally know, and luckily for me or for him, his boss man told him to go and make sure if that story was true. But there's a young man who was beaten by a Chinese man, right? I don't know if he was, but I shared it.
Security personnel.
No, he was not security.
No. He was beaten by the Chinese man, security personnel. That was
the Chinese himself beat him.
There's a report from the police department.
Yeah, let me go through this, right? So I followed the story. So a Liberian brother was beaten. This is not alleged because it's proven. He was beaten by a Chinese man in Liberia. He was taken to, the Chinese man held him hostage for 3 days, beat him, burned his back with oil, plastic bags, and so forth, right? This is a Chinese man doing this to a Liberian citizen in Liberia. The next thing here is the Chinese man was taken to the law, and
they let him go.
Within 3 or so hours, he was set free. And the person that's representing the Chinese man is my own papi Serenity First. My own papi is Serenity First. I got so much respect for you, and I follow the case myself. Why I took personal interest in this case, I visited Liberia 2 years ago. My brother. Again, I think I came back, I told you the story. Again, a Lebanese guy for making a girl to pump tire.
Oh, yeah, I almost slapped a Lebanese guy. He was trying to do that thing to one girl to the store too.
A Lebanese guy was making this girl to pump tire because she came late. Meanwhile, she had to come from a distance to take bike, catch keke, to get to work at 8 o'clock. She was a few minutes late. When I got to the site, I went to go buy water. my little brother and myself. When I got to the site, I saw this girl pumping tire. I said, why you pumping tire? She told me, say, oh, she won't lose her job, but she even want to talk to me because the guy was looking at her. Wanted to find out that she was pumping tire because she keep late. Guys, I sent some of you, I think I sent you the videos. You tell me, the whole picture you guys have heard about, you speak on this Chinese man and this Liberian guy. Tell us you first.
Let me go first. Look, Liberia is the only country. Liberia is the only country, and I will repeat myself how many times. Liberia is the only country on this planet, right, that foreigners got rights over the citizen. Eh? Are you freaking kidding me? Go to Ghana. You as a foreigner, you even get a right to even get job over a Ghanaian. And you know, and then you get Chinese doing that to your citizen in the country. What's wrong with the labor law in Liberia? Because the people pay taxes. And you know, look, this is why I say Liberia don't even need infrastructure development. We need a mental development. We got to understand what we want as a Liberian, what is good for us. And, you know, to make that country to be, this, I'm an ambassador of this country, and when I go over here, I represent this country as a Liberian, proud and free and you know, happy Liberian. But we can do that. Chinese man in Liberia, burning a Liberian. Not only that man alone, what's the girl name? The other girl that the white man from America here in Iowa that almost cut the girl throat. And then they had the man free. Look, man, I don't know though. Maybe I'm a bit too.
All right.
Hold on. Maybe I'm a bit too ruthless, or not even ruthless, but I'm a bit too extreme. But those judges, those lawyers are representing the people. Those judges are letting the people then go free. Those people then need to be. Look, man. Look, that's our country. If the system they got is not working, we need to take it back. We need to take it back and see what we want for our country. Every country around us is developing, but Liberia, why? Liberia just oh man, I even need to talk because I was too emotional and start crying right
so
now.
I think the information going out here, we need to be asking ourselves, what did this young man do first before this happened? Now,
my man, what he do?
I understand.
What is it that he
I
will
understand.
do to
I understand.
deserve to be burned?
I understand, but the way we saying
you
it
got what the
here,
man said.
no.
Oh, let's see what the man did. So whatever he did, deserve for him to be burned.
I did not say that. I did not say that. But you started your comment with, it was just like, it sounded like we just found this man on the street and started ill-treating him. I don't think that's how it was. So there's a police report right here I was looking at. Now, I will just read half of it, right? Not ready half.
You rather believe the police report?
So I come in. So this is a police charge sheet,
man,
right?
Come on, man.
And this charge sheet, this is the last part. I just want to read one last paragraph, right? It said during the police CSD investigation conducted at the Crime Against Person Unit revealed that on January 13, 2025, at about 9 a.m., victim Momo Deve was caught by the herein named Palace Securities officers to include Emmanuel Yuma, Andrew, I think Barmer, and Sunday Somo.
Boyman.
I think is the the ink is not clear. I'm just trying to figure out here. Or a son at defendant Michael CEO resident. I think that's the Chinese guy. Who chased after victim Momo Deve and arrested him with a solar panel and took him into defendant's Michael CEO. So they arrested him, the guy, and they detained him.
So okay, let's assume he stole.
But that's why he's saying here.
Let's assume he stole, but foreigner on your land.
So,
right?
but my thing, the point I'm trying to make here, right?
Man,
the point I'm trying to make here, there's no justification for ill-treating somebody. If somebody is caught stealing, take them to the law. That's why we have laws in place, right?
Yeah.
That's why the police department, we have people enforcing the laws. You can't have citizens, they got citizen arrest, but citizens not enforce laws. If we grab somebody stealing your property or something this side, call the police, let the police department take control. You don't have the right to detain anybody into your house and torture them. That's not your place. I'm just saying this. I'm not going to say it and condone Mumbo's act of stealing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to condone it. I condemn it. But also, I'm not going to also condone the act of violence, inflicted on this guy who stole solar panel. It wasn't in his place. It wasn't in that man's place to inflict that kind of suffering on him. Right. I think the law should be taken to the right place at the right time and be done. I think it was wrong. To be honest with you, let justice settle the code.
Yeah. So, start off when you speak of development. For me, in my context, development is not just about. We're talking about Liberia, right? It's about developing a mindset of Liberia. It's about development. Yeah, I understand. It's about development in the mindset. It's about developing our actions. It's about developing our attitudes and all that. What start are we making it up? In the case of the Chinese, I spoke about selecting justice for example, initially, and not really back to that. We have a selecting justice system. The law in Nigeria, they say the law is black, but the law in Nigeria is see. Our court system, I don't know every time, but it seems to be one of the most corrupt. Our court system is one of our problems.
You wanted that time like
The educational neglect of political actors in our country. And the continual political interference in the school system is diabolic. It has affected the people so badly. At the end of the day, the result of all this has been the ordinary people. They don't forget the talk of. You talking about that man's soul? Bro, I tell you, there are people. There are people, there are government officials who have been stealing in the health sector. You know what I mean when you see 50,000 in the health sector? You know how many billion miles will die in the hospital? You know what I mean when you see 50,000 for the educational sector? You know how many students will be taking on the floor? So I know when they look at it, the small kids, we want to beat them to death, want to see our cell phones, they get our bed, but we don't look at the big people. These are the people that are causing the problem. Yeah. Back to the Chinese. Yeah. I tell you what, brother, there are two Nigerians in jail right now. Inside out, inside out. Yeah, I say these people are not waiting. Yeah. These people, they were not waiting for investigation for these people to leave jail right now. So whatever happens to that gentleman, that was a system, brother.
Yeah. I agree. Sure.
More justice. I agree. So those people are being discriminated why not get the way forward. You almost feel like
and they release the man.
That's what I baby.
And then you're a foreigner.
Yeah. That's what I do. When you see the people have power, the influence. So at the end of the day, they use it, to get away with so many things. So generally our problem is not specific to just government. It's also within the private sector, it's in the three branches of government. I cannot talk more. We already made a lot of emphasis on that. So just that. So first thing, when it comes to development, I think we need to focus on the mindset. We need to focus on the action. We need to focus on the attitude. There are a lot of things that needed to be changed in our life. And I believe we can move forward.
What's the point of the Chinese guys? The fellow that brings real life.
Liberia is the only country in the world, right, that a foreigner got more rights than the citizen. Okay, and that's not fact, man. You say it's not fact? We can see the thing. We can see the behavior. It's the culture. It ain't gotta be in black and white. But you look at the culture of the country. Right? This is not the first time. This is not the first time a foreigner actually have a right over the citizens of the country. But you know what? I don't even blame those foreigners too. You know who I blame? I blame we the Liberians in Liberia even accept the fact that these people are valued more than you in the country. And you know, I was watching this same nonsense went on somewhere in Lesotho, Kenya, and see where the Chinese guys start attacking. Even as a matter of fact, even in Sierra Leone, right? The Sierra Leone guy went to inspect, and this Chinese guy start attacking the man. You know what happened in Sierra Leone? That guy didn't only took the man to the court, but he beat down that Chinese man and shut down.
Sorry, hey. Can you guys, if you guys are hearing us loud and clear, please give me a thumbs up. I heard somebody saying, I see somebody saying the audio is yeah, it's not my mic. Thank you.
Attacking the citizens. And guess what the people did? They didn't go for it. But you know the problem about we Liberians that can really freak me out, right? You see Liberians standing around and seeing the foreigner manhandling another Liberian citizen, and they just stand there and look, man. You see the people sitting there and laughing. The Liberians in Liberia will be standing there laughing. And even when the president made that comment, who them were laughing, and our Liberians just standing there and laughing. And you know,
They had to make the president happy.
man, come on, man, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Don't do that. This is why I say we Liberians we need mental development. And you know, we need mental development. You gotta realize and understand what you want as a human being, as a Liberian. And you know, as a human being first too, as a Liberian, because you be flying this country flag everywhere you go. As I'm a Liberian, I'm a proud Liberian.
We're working on the audio. We're working on the audio, Myers. I think the audio is good now. I think the audio is good. Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, my mic, if you can hear me. All right, good, good. Again, guys, I thank you, man. We couldn't go forward without thanking you guys. But thank you for your participation. Brother Titus, go ahead. You got 30 seconds.
So up to now, that Chinese man case, how has it gone? Has he been arrested?
Yeah.
No,
And released.
And the release
on a bill.
Okay, on a bill.
Yeah, on a bill, yeah.
Okay, so what charges was brought against him? Because if you burn the man, that's attempted murder, man.
Yeah, that's a murder.
And you know, I don't know how much bill that he afford in Liberia for them to release him. Look, man, the Liberian justice system needs to come up. And you know, the Liberian justice system needs to come up.
So Jesse, before you come in, let me just go back.
Go ahead.
I was trying to read one of the comments for Christian.
Yeah.
And he talked about corruption not being
Senior
in America.
system, yeah.
There's corruption here.
Everywhere.
We all work here. There's
Everywhere.
corruption everywhere.
Yeah.
But you know the difference? Yeah, the people put the country first. So you can't eat what belongs to the country. You can only eat what belongs to you. So if there's a situation where you have to compromise, you have to put your country
You cannot
first.
even compare
But
the
in
two.
Liberia, we put ourselves above country. So I think that's the difference. In Liberia, our politicians, they put themselves above the country. You can't do that. Because at the end of the day, the people will suffer.
So, thank you guys for making your points. Yeah, with this Chinese guy and this Liberian individual, the case is he went to steal. They said he went to steal, right? But what will shock you is his father works for the Chinese company or for the Chinese man. But better yet, like my brother Titus was saying, whatsoever the crime is, it don't matter, right? Now, in China, you even as a black man walking, it's a crime just being black in China. I mean, a lot of Chinese people I've never been to China before, but people that have gone there certain part of China, just being black is a problem.
That's the only country you go to where you in a club, they're asking you for your passport.
They're asking you for
to
things.
check your visa.
But then again, I go back to what Titus is saying again. Liberia, because we are so receptive, we are so open, we are so welcoming, right? And so now people take advantage of it. But then there are no laws to hold certain people accountable, right? Because like the Chinese guy is saying, your very law is in my pocket. And what he was saying was true.
He's right.
Because after they arrested him, in less than 4 hours, he was free. But my point here is, this young man could have died, could have lost his life. And what would have been said? Peanut would have been paid to his family. And it's another Liberian died, killed by a Chinese man, gone free.
But I tell you this, right? The man said the law is in his pocket.
Yeah.
Right? But we on this side, we in the diaspora, we're not sleeping. That identical Chinese man, we coming for you. If the law don't take you, I looking at it, even the judge that gave you that bill, we coming after you too.
So
because it's time for us to start taking back our look, man. We gotta radicalize our beliefs to bring to hold our country, man.
So
to get our country back.
Let me learn here, right? The point here is the young fellow, the young brother, and I sent both of you the video, right? Let's agree that he want to steal. I personally believe the thing, even is the very thing the guy want to steal. If we, that's what it is. He said he want to steal a solar panel to put in a room for light. But my people, if the system is better, he wouldn't be stealing, my people. Let's forget what the Chinese guy did now, right? If the system is better, where young guy, the guy look like 21, 22-year-old guy, or better yet, even 25-year-old guy, right? Kind of man like that, man. So, if the system is better and everybody is working, doing some kind of thing, there will be no need for people to be jumping over fence and trying to steal. The system is hard. And I'm not giving license for people to go start stealing. I'm just saying, right? But then again, how much are we holding these foreigners? I mean, how much are we holding them when they commit crime? I just told you a story where I saw this Lebanese guy punishing this girl, and that day police guy was even passing. Meaning it's normal. So Liberians, you're a second-class citizen in your country. When they call up, begin to play against you.
Power and influence.
Liberians are
Power
second
influence,
class.
right? And in front of me, the guy told me, he said, "Oh, he will be." Well, he said he will make her punch. I can't do nothing. I wanted to be in that. Well, let me just.
Nah, you see,
I wanted to take the law into my hands because it's where we're from here, human rights abuse and all the kind of thing you look at.
oh gee, I will beat him down.
I would have
Get
gotten
out of
loose, but then my little brother like, oh my man, they're not America yet. But again, I just couldn't see a female going through that, right? So again, all I can say is, we within the diaspora, or we that are in Liberia there, let us push. We got to better the system. The system has to work for the common people, for Mamusunim in the village. Those people that we think society has forgotten about. We have to do what we got to do, put the government feet to the fire, to do what they have to do for the common people. Otherwise, we'll be having more cases like this guy who's been burnt, and nothing comes from out of it.
Look.
Wait, hold on, Titus. One minutes on this, so we can try to close this segment.
Yeah.
I will start with you. 1 minute.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this, and I will say it again, right?
Yeah.
The people that get the power to change Liberia right now is we in the diaspora. Ghana changed because of the diaspora Ghanaians. And the people, we in Liberia, we don't even take petition. The Ghanaians took petition to the government, to the parliament. This is what we want. And if they can come, if they couldn't, they can go by it and see what happened. The government had no choice but to agree to the people. We in the diaspora, we get the control and we get the power. My man, one person single-handedly just told the Liberian people, and they move a whole government. Then you say we in the diaspora, we ain't got problem. I mean, we ain't got power. Spoon alone took a government. Henry Costa took our government. They're one person. And so we can change the trajectory of Liberia. We just got to be in unison and say, okay, this is what we want for our country, my man. Healthcare, there's no reason why, there's no reason why the people will go to the hospital and the doctor look at the person sleeping on the floor, about to die, but they say, oh, no money, we can't save you. Gone are those days, man. Liberia, we're too old for that thing. Does the country have the resources? Yes. We have the capital? No. But we have the resources if we can do it the right way. We'll get the capital for it.
Read that comment quick and then send you take your 1 minute. Yeah.
So there's two comments Maya made here, and I think it's very interesting.
Yeah.
The first comment I've seen here is that let's invest in education and vocational training. The youth are being introduced to, what's that, Malaysian? And then he said something here on the other side. He said, the laws are on the book, Jess. We covered the law by corruption. We covered the law by corruption. Our lawyers need to do well. Government employee needs to be in compliance with the law. Government employees don't respect the laws. But this is what I wanted to say to the effect, right? Now, if you look at Monrovia, Monterey County, it is densely populated. It's overpopulated, overcrowded. Now, if you have a city that is overpopulated, it's difficult to feed those people, and especially where you don't have a source of income. And most of the incomes coming in is from government jobs. Now, and the government jobs are going to take care of the president, the family, whatever they want to take care of. Now, you have all these people who mostly are unskilled laborer. Okay, they're there, but they're trying to make ends meet. Now, you will find these things. You'll find pressure on social amenities. You'll find pressure on schools, housing, development, everything. You'll find people stealing. Now, the whole thing here is nobody trying to encourage stealing. Nobody trying to encourage this. But a hungry man is a desperate man, an angry man. Somebody who is hungry will do things to be able to feed himself. It's less over here. They got social amenities. They got social programs that you can go on.
Yeah, but
and you got food stamps and all that stuff. But it's much better here than home. So I would say this to the effect, right? The Liberian government need to do more. Either find a way to get these guys working, find a job for them, or find vocational schools that can be free, that they can attend, or do something where we, I don't want to say decentralized, but move some of those businesses, things that attract the people in the city to a rural county, rural areas.
That's a private something.
So I'm just saying something, but Monserrate is overpopulated. It's densely populated. So look, just driving on 72nd, what's that 72nd Boulevard? Is that what it's called? Yeah, that place is overcrowded. Quantified Junction, New Jersey Junction, Freeport, overcrowded. Waterside, overcrowded, bro. There's too many people. What's that other market again? What's it called? The one going down really? to Coconut, the beer factory way over there. Oh my God. Cars getting removed. But I think here is the Liberian government. We need to do better. I mean, that's all I can say.
But training the people in vocational schools, right? Training the people in a vocational school, that's a good idea, right? After the graduation, where are they going to get hired?
Sam.
Yeah, just to close up, Jesse, I mean, you guys have said it all, especially just to close on this whole issue about, I just think the continuous and consistent influence of foreigners using their financial power in our ecosystem, it just has to stop. It has to stop. If somebody steals from you, there's a way that what has been stolen can be restituted. It's the laws that determine that it's not you. So it just needs to stop. Our justice system needs to take a look at themselves, all the judges. The judges are more concerned with what goes in the pocket. The lawyers are being compromised. So where are we going? Everybody needs to look in the mirror, take a look at themselves. That's the only way we can move forward.
Thank you. Let me just also say thank you to our young producer, man behind the cameras. I would like to say big thanks to Brother Leo. He's in the back. In due time, you will see him. The last topic we want to talk on. This is where the crossfire is going to be coming from. Crossfire. And this topic was actually sent to my inbox over 3 weeks ago. I think if Sis Ellen is watching, she probably saw it. But and that's a topic I spoken on maybe probably last year. The question is, you as a man, because it was a man asking that question to me, and I said, well, this would be a good one for me to ask my brothers, right? Should a man, meaning you being in a diaspora, sponsor a woman, bringing a woman from Africa here, whether Liberia, Ghana, you name it. You living in the diaspora, you go to Africa, you go to Liberia, Ghana, Nigeria, and bring your woman here. I would want to talk on that first, but let me hear from Joe. And I'll reserve.
What's your question?
The question is, should you bring woman from the diaspora?
I mean,
from Liberia.
Instead of a woman, just say partner.
Partner.
It can be either, yeah.
All right, so this is why I was saying to the effect, right? You can bring somebody. It depending on your relationship with that person, how you met that person. Let's say, for example, if you guys were together in Africa before you relocate to the States or wherever you something, yes, I see it's important for you to do so, to bring your partner with you. But I would say, what I would say here to this effect, right? Just finding somebody, and especially in your 30s and 40s and 50s, trying to find a love just by seeing somebody on Facebook or through a contact on somebody. Now, let's be honest, people need to be very mindful of this stuff, because now it's now more of a love of a family building. It's the opportunity that people see. And I would say this because it's factual. It happens. And we see it in our faces every day. It's vivid. So that's something we see, and the internet is taking, a blast on this stuff all the time. So I would say this. It depends on the person who want to do it. You want to do it, fine. If you think it's worth the headache, fine. If you think it doesn't, fine. But again, I would say I would encourage people. If you have interest in just having your own national, and this is what I think is. I think it's important to have that relationship with somebody you think that if you guys in a diaspora, someday tomorrow you can be like, hey, I want to go home, I want to relocate. That person was having the same mindset and say, we're from the same place, let's relocate home, But again, like I said, it's based on, from person to person, what I'm saying. So that's why I would say to the effect.
Let me go to Cyrus.
If it's okay to bring your partner over here,
Yeah, if it's
overseas. You see, I wanted to plead the fifth, but I will talk. Look, man, gentlemen, I will tell everybody, all right? Not because Peter Doe did you wrong,
Yeah.
or Quebec did call you wrong. You think there aren't no good people back home.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
If it wasn't meant to be, what will you say? Will you say, oh, because the previous one didn't work out, so I should hold myself hostage, or I should hold myself down because I'm thinking about that? We got to learn how to live out of the past. Because you see, the past is a demon that will hold you down, because you still living in the past, so you're kind of afraid to go into
No
the
progress.
So look, man, everybody, no man is an island. You can bring somebody here to be your lover, your wife, your husband, and if they choose to do something otherwise, I believe in karma, though. Karma don't lie. It will come right back at you and haunt you. And, so I will encourage people
To do it. Brother Sam. Same question. This is the last.
Yeah. Repeat the question again.
It's okay for you to bring woman here. That what he said.
No spouse, anybody, woman or man.
That question does not have a direct answer. It's actually based on different circumstances, different situation. If I'm being honest, I'm not the one to judge an individual own intuition.
Yes.
To
What they do.
bring somebody over based on their personal relationship. But this is what I would say. Over the last few years, there have been a lot of claims and counterclaims, a lot of confrontations amongst, especially within the African community. There have been a lot of different confrontations amongst whether it's male or female as to whether it was right that they bring a particular person here. Yeah. And the situation can be, based off of whether they had a relationship before or whether somebody had just went and saw somebody on the internet and they got into an intimate relationship and based on what they see, had not investigated the character and who that person is. So there'll be a lot of different things. But somebody have to bless somebody. Somebody have to take somebody from one situation to another. Somebody, you have to invest in somebody's lives.
True that.
And I would tell people, it's not because you were able to take somebody from point A to B, that means that person are being enslaved to you. Things can change. Things may work out, things may not work out, especially owing to the fact that you just meet somebody on the internet, you like them probably because of their physical look or like them because of how they speak, and you decide to get into an intimate relationship with them, you go visit back home 1 or 2 times, and you decide to bring the person here. At the end of the day, if you cannot try to, incorporate that person into your own lifestyle, and it doesn't work,
That's a problem.
That's a problem. At the end of the day, but the average of the ones that are working and the ones that are not work is the big gap. There are a lot that haven't worked, a lot of relationships. But I think people should still look. It shouldn't stop people from following that, let believe. You can still go in. If you see somebody like that, you can still bring them. Whether it's a male or female.
My brother, they say you don't, in America, we don't buy car when we don't test drive it. You got to test drive the car before
So this is my.
It depends on what kind of test drive you're talking about.
Position.
You can test drive what? Physically, you can tell but you cannot test drive behavior. It takes a while. It takes a while to test drive the attributes. That's a problem. Yeah.
So this is my position on
They
that.
say can't spend time with me different for a while. Can't live to
Can't
me.
live.
Yeah. That's two
So
different
this is
things.
my position on that, right? Should I bring woman from in this case Liberia to come here? Like I always say, to each his own, right? Like you just said, the circumstances could fit for you. It could be fine for me. It could be fine for. So, but for me personally, if I should get in that situation, I will attempt to do that. Why? You see, why I say so is every circumstance, every time you find a man or a woman who has ever tried to bring somebody is because of one that has failed here.
Yeah. A lot of situations.
Most of the time, it's because of one that failed here. So now, because it didn't work here, certain individuals will say, "Oh, let me see if that can work." But that now could be because you see, we have people that are just waiting for opportunity. So like you said, you can't answer this question or yes or no.
No.
It's based on the circumstances and the situation that you want to know. They say who wear the shoes. I mean, you wear the shoes, you know how it fits you, right? Or it burn you, right?
Yeah. I'm not cutting, but why is true there are some people who just want to grab the opportunity? There are really some genuine people. There are genuine people who want to make a life. They want to come here and support somebody.
And
they
someone
want to come here and make a
experience, so
living.
we know what to say.
Yeah. So it just.
Look, I'll tell you one story and then I'll give you one more minute and we'll close the show, right? A brother in Charlotte, the guy that sent me the message, true story. He brought his girl from here right after Ebola was 2015. Ebola was 2015. Right after Ebola, he brought a girl, sent her to school. She went to UNCC, Charlotte. Mm-hmm. She became a nurse. And then I was driving taxi. I think I said it in one of my shoes. After she graduated, that when she knew that the guy was a taxi driver.
Yeah.
A Liberian guy. I come in. The point here is, the point here is, she did everything to make sure that she will stay. As soon as she got that little paper in her little thing, the guy became, and the guy went in my ear. As a matter of fact, I was on live, speaking on the same subject on one of my sister's show, when he said, "My man, can I call you?" And I responded, I said, "No, I'm on a show, you can't call me." And then he went in my inbox with that question. He said, "My man," and come to find out, this is an individual that I know. So
she did not realize that he was a taxi driver until
No.
she graduated. When she became spiritually inclined with the destitution that this guy is a taxi driver. See how diabolic that is. Yeah.
No, you see, that's a good one. The man was taxiing.
Damn,
The man brought you a visa. I mean, the man brought you a ticket.
He used to go
The
like,
man was taxiing.
can you some money?
Go bring you. The man was taxiing. You bought your house. The house you in. Only after now, he has paid for you to become somebody. That's when you knew that he's not on your level. It doesn't matter. He's a taxi driver.
Yeah.
She saw that he's not on my level. She can't be with a taxi driver.
It's time now for you to tell that man, say, "Oh, baby, sit down. Let me operate for all now.
Yeah.
Come and make the money."
So
I
But
tell you,
y'all know something?
from that situation, yeah, even in our Durham, I've seen some of them
But y'all know something? You know, we are the
it
only,
is crossfire now, so we can talk.
you
It
know
is
we are
crossfire.
the only species that God made that can love unconditionally, right?
Me, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
But woman or women, no woman will love you when there are not conditions.
That's another discussion for another day.
When there's not condition, there is no woman that will love you when there's not condition.
There's no female here, so okay. There's no
From women.
There's no
From
female
women.
here, so we can have that discussion.
No,
Tato.
look, man. We look at.
Yeah,
look,
Tato.
Look, we look at. No, man. We look at record. You as a man,
That's a gender disparity.
G. You as a man, you can look at a woman. Hold
No, I
on.
want to ask you, this is crossfire.
Yeah.
You can love somebody based on a condition?
Hey, we men, we love unconditionally.
Unconditionally.
Yeah, but women,
Look,
women will love
There's
you
no unconditional
unconditionally.
love.
Look, but no,
Hey,
guys.
y'all wait, now,
I
let
can't-
me break it down.
I want to say something now.
There's no unconditional
I want
love.
to say
Let me
something.
break it down.
I want to say something. Titus, I think I know what Titus is going.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you, and I will say this, and I always say this to people.
No, so why you want to take
The,
one thing
I
I'm
come in.
supposed to say?
The greatest, the
The only player
the
love
greatest,
God.
the greatest
There's no
creature,
unconditional love.
the greatest
Don't let
creature,
nobody fool
the
you.
greatest and smartest creature God ever
There's
created.
no condition.
Right? A woman.
Yeah.
Woman will see you out there and already know everything about you before you even talk to her.
Oh yeah.
A woman come into your life, she knows she come to your life because you already saw your future 10 times before you even saw it. No, I'm serious. I honestly, you thought I know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
A woman will come into your life. Why are you thinking that, oh, she's beautiful? You know what I'm thinking about? My children will be educated.
Yeah,
I'll be
my children,
successful.
they get
10 years
good
from now.
name. They
Yes.
get good name. They get this.
So,
I think, gentlemen, I think it's unfair. There's no female
It
here.
come down,
I think it's unfair
it's
to
true.
have this kind of discussion.
It's true.
It come down to the condition now.
it's true. I understand what
Right?
you say.
Look,
Generally, there's no unconditional
hey
love.
man, come on. Sam.
All love is based
Come
on
on,
condition.
Sam. Come on, Sam.
That'll go ahead.
You a successful man, educated, wealthy.
Yeah.
You'll see a orange seller on the roadside.
Uh-huh.
You ain't got no problem to clean her up.
There's something about that orange seller, my brother.
Yeah, I know.
That orange seller must have something. Now, what I'm telling you, you talking
listen
about
now.
condition.
A physical attraction.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you don't just see what orange
Hey,
seller.
hey,
That
listen
orange
now.
seller must
Hey,
have
hey,
certain attributes,
Let me finish
certain
now.
characteristics.
Let me
Yeah.
finish.
I agree.
You got no problem with promoting her up to your level, right?
I know where you're going now.
Yeah. But can a woman look at you? You haven't slept or you get pin on her head, and she driving a Mercedes Benz
No.
and look at you
No.
and say, "Oh,
The
I
kids.
can clean this man."
So
up."
I can
No,
what
they
he say.
don't. They don't.
What he say on
It's
the
hard.
ratio, there is no more men.
Yes.
In fact, maybe it will be like 1 to 10.
But
that
women-
can push a woman to be successful. Then how many women can push a man to be successful? Especially if that man is of nothing. You
So
know.
so
And
so
can I tell you
let
something?
me ask one question, right? So we are saying that there is no unconditional love, but there's a conditional love.
Yeah, all love are conditional.
All love are
Some
based
kind
on
of
condition.
Man,
Yeah.
come on, man. Y'all
That's what I
stop
say.
that.
All
Y'all
love
stop
is
that.
based
No,
on
you don't want said it.
Yeah,
He
I
said
said
that
we
no-
men,
he
we
said
love
men-
our women
So-
unconditionally.
But I'm saying
we don't
generally,
care.
Oh,
But the women will look
both
at you.
gender
There's
love
but
is
something they see.
you can't be that blunt. Yeah, you can't do that.
I disagree.
If we had a female,
every
yeah.
human love based
Can
on
I-
condition.
can I-
If somebody tell you
can
my
I-
love is unconditional,
Can I say can I say another thing?
No, this is crossfire, right? But
Yeah.
I would like to disagree with that.
Can I say
You
another?
can't say no. Come in, Tados. If you say, men has unconditional love, but women, look, women love harder than men. Women
My
love.
brother,
I'm coming, brother.
No, hold on. Whenever there's situation going on, who the first I leave? Who the first I can leave?
Based on the circumstance, it's not always the woman.
Always-
No,
I'm not going to suffer with.
no.
with
I
this
disagree.
no more.
It's based on the situation again.
Man,
Look,
come on, man.
Women
Y'all stop
love
it,
genuinely than men.
Anybody who's trying to walk out the stress, right? Let me tell you, women are fast thinkers. Women are fast thinkers than men. Women only think right there.
Brother.
We're going to calculate.
Let me know in the camera.
we can calculate. I want to tell you that. Like,
I'm telling you.
it's
Brother.
fair how they decide. But the point one thing.
Brother,
Let's see.
let me know in the camera and tell you something, right? There's a reason why God put you to sleep.
Yeah, because God started the whole
No,
mess.
let me tell you the unconditional part.
Yeah, that God started the whole
No,
thing.
hey,
How
you're not
forget-
calling mess now.
You gave me authority to name everything on
No,
the, on
listen.
the, on the sun, and then you-
I'm trying to speak from a biblical point of view, right? This
at
where
the
now
wrong one there.
this is where now I will put my practice as a pastor, right?
Oh yeah, I'll challenge that too.
There are things that women know that you men will not know when it comes to even to love.
Yeah.
Women can know how to love you than the way you don't know how to love yourself, right? So I'm talking about unconditionally. A woman can look at a poor man and decide to be with him. A woman can look at a man, yes,
I won't see you.
it happens.
It happens.
Yeah,
It happens.
How many?
So
But you know what she's there for.
She knows, yes. She knows. There's a feature in you that she's behind you.
So then if you say
Everybody.
So you want to agree that they got some supernatural power?
I mean, women are the smartest creature.
No, but I know a woman can make you or break you.
Bro,
That one I know
what you
for
talking
sure.
about? Even if a wealthy man see a poor girl selling orange, he want to take that girl, take care of her because he want that girl to help him in the future or to do something. Everything is conditional. Not unconditional. Only God get unconditional love for people.
Mainly women.
What do you mean, God?
Only God get unconditional love. Only God can love you unconditionally. Or only God loves you unconditionally.
How God love us unconditionally?
Bro, he made us in his own image and he blesses us. Yeah, what he said?
Mainly, men go after women for the physical attraction first. The first thing to see.
I disagree.
That's the prettiness.
Mainly, that's what we do. The first thing.
Yeah, the prettiness.
The first thing.
Not
The physical
not
attraction
beauty.
first.
Disagree,
Now-
bro.
Oh, yes. Yes. I'm just saying. That's what most men do.
I disagree.
So I already saw somebody see inside
So my what brother there?
Oh, hold on. I come
So
in.
my what brother that walk out in
I said
America,
most.
yeah?
I said most.
The women that are going behind that physical attraction,
Oh, no,
they
but-
better get what better
oh,
win.
really?
But I don't say that you talk about physical
What I'm
attraction
saying-
first.
no,
So it
but
depends on the
I'm saying-
situation. There's gonna be some kind of condition. That's the thing. So
right.
it just depends on the particular
But
situation,
what
on
I'm
the
saying
given
here,
circumstances.
on a normal circumstances,
Yeah.
that's what we do. Physical attraction first. But that woman is not looking at physical attraction. What the woman doing, the woman is calculating
Potential,
a life for you, potential. You see potential in you. The woman already know where you're gonna be. All she gotta do now, she's your helping man. She push you to succeed, and then at the end, she just relax and chill.
That's good.
That's what it
Then that's a virtuous woman right there. Proverb 31. Proverb 31.
But yeah, gonna be-
No,
That- hey, we can just to real. This question maybe we can discuss it another time, right? When it comes to the woman and the man, who you think love the children most?
I can't tell you. I
We'll
can't
say
say
another
that.
time for this social
That was no
and
thing.
family
Oh.
discussion.
Because there are things
We
that
can have
they
another
make-
time
there
for
are
the family
things that
discussion,
They make
you
a
know.
sacrifice for the children.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It related to the church too.
It varies.
So that should be a time we can discuss family, church,
But guys,
you know.
this has been a very, very, very nice, nice round table talk, a round table conversation. We've exhausted about 2 hours. And it's good. And it's good. Come, if you can see it, come.
Yeah, because he's happy for kid.
That who? Who's that?
We are about to close. We are about to close. We are about to close the show for today. Let's have at least. We thought Uncle Christian was out there, but no, he's not. So guys, I want to say thank you all for watching, for being a part of the Action Required Media roundtable talk, roundtable conversation. If you want to be a part of our conversation, we are here every Sunday. We are here from 5 to 7. We started late today, but we will be doing our closing. If you also want to be a part of this table talk, contact me. Contact our CEO, Brother Joseph. That's the CEO of Action Required Media. All right. Also go into our inbox. In my inbox, send us a topic that you want us to talk on. This last topic we just spoke on was sent to me by somebody who wanted to go. Just slow down. Just slow down. Guys.
Quiet, Chelsea.
So anyway, we are closing now, and we want to say thank you all. We'll have a 1 minute, guys. We'll have a 1 minute closing session, and then do your 1 minute, and I will close the show. Do your 1 minute closing.
Well, I just want to say this was very interesting, and most of the thing we say here is personal experience and observation, and maybe some kind of evaluation we made concerning a lot of stuff. But we just encouraging Liberians to be very mindful of the things we do, and we just want to encourage each and one of us in the United States, especially Liberians, to kind of focus on our country. Let us develop our motherland and be more proactive to things and see how best we can change situation in Liberia. But once again, thank you for watching. We really appreciate you, and have a blessed, wonderful night.
To the CEO for Action Required Media, I want to say thank you to the host, Jesse. Thank you for this very important show. Very happy to be here. It was a very interesting discussion. It's very good for the soul. We as Liberians, we must exercise our freedom of expression, making sure that we do that responsibly. If we cannot talk about the ills of our country, nobody will do it. If we cannot fix the ills in our country, nobody gonna do it. So we must speak on these things. We must understand that only we Liberians can fix Liberia. And I hope to join you guys again next time for another exciting discussion. Thank you once again.
Red Titus, do your closing.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me here, and it's a good show, so, but I'll say this to our Liberian people. Liberians, we need to stand up. We need to love ourselves. And there is nowhere under this sun that a foreigner will get rights over the citizen of the land. So that sleeping thing we're doing in Liberia, we need to wake up from it. And there is no way a Chinese man will burn a Liberian in Liberia and go free. And what's the other guy named and Lucas did it with Jessica, and he left free. Then we see the Chinese man. We need to start loving ourselves, then loving foreigners more than ourselves. That's all. We need to stand up.
Thank you. Well, again, I can't say much thank you to you all. Our CEO here, put the camera on Joe. Put the camera on Joe. Let me say, I want you to put the camera on you and zoom it.
I got it.
All right. Brother Joseph is our CEO. He's the CEO of Action Required Media, and it's good when a young man starts a company or a business to be supported by his own people. You know what I mean? The only people that can support you is you. Uh, he's a young man I like to work with. You know, he's a little brother, but he's very Liberian. I've not seen no Liberian like more Liberian than this guy. Everything he does, everything he wants to do is to see Liberia better. So when we decided to start the podcast, he wanted to do it to bring awareness and attention to Liberia. Brother Joe, as the host and as the CEO, you being the CEO, I can't help to say, but plenty thank you. All right. This is new. I've always been here on Sundays doing my ministerial pastoral podcast, but we are also going to be using this podcast for different segments. So in due time, you will see Brother Sam hosting a specific segment.
Yeah.
Brother Titus hosting a specific segment.
Sure.
But please, just know that it is all from the CEO, Brother Joseph Brown. Wherever you are, please let's just put our hands together and say thank you to Brother Joe. Thank you, Joe. If you want to be a part of this, this is the place to be. Thank you,
Very
Brother Joe.
one-sided.
Thank you, Brother Jesse, behind the camera, and our studio guest. We got one of our studio guests, our own daughter. But we want to say thank you all, and we will leave the show. Be a good Liberian. Love yourself. Love